We've been living on board our boat for around 4 months now. And every day we're faced with a new challenge.
Another ferry!
Or jaw-dropping experience. And today's no different. On this episode, we explore an abandoned island.
There is literally no one here.
Here you go.
In our natural habitat, we make dinner on the beach and stumble upon a movie set. This Aussie island transformed our ticket to paradise. Yes, that's George Clooney. Never in a million years did I think we'd get this close to meeting the star while bobbing around in Australia's Whitsundays. But here we are.
So John and I are just on our way to Palm Bay where they serve wood-fired pizzas. On our way here, this bloke in a jet ski stops and says it's actually closed. They're filming a movie there. George Clooney and Julia Roberts. It's legit. Is this real?
George Clooney himself better come out and tell us that there's no pizzas. I hear someone coming out now.
I just keep on filming. I'm just picturing ourselves getting like pummeled by security.
Don't you run from me! Don't you run from me!
How do you act like normal?
Is that George?
Chickening out of this. Someone's coming. Someone's coming. Oh,
Give him a wave. Howdy.
how you doing? What's that? Oh, you closed for a private function.
We've got a massive function on here.
Ah, cool. Easy.
And they've hired.
Oh, wow.
Oh.
Awesome.
I think you're about the 12th or 15th person who've had to turn the rates out.
And while I was once the journalist asking all the tough questions, I just couldn't bring myself to do it, and so John took one for the team.
We did hear whispers that there might be some Georges here, is he?
And we have some questions, of course.
That starts in another 4 days.
Right. Yeah, right.
Awesome.
Yeah, there you go.
Seen one, take one.
Thanks for the push.
Next time.
Sounds good.
There you go.
4 days.
But we weren't convinced. Sets were being established. Something fishy was going on.
Okay, all right.
Bye!
That's it. Excuse me.
Another island nearby we hadn't yet explored would make a great film set, so we decided to check out South Molle. I know, unfortunate name for a tropical island.
Your chair, Dr. Eva.
Thank you. Whoa!
Supposedly you need a permit to visit the island, but because we arrived here on our boat, we're allowed to take a look around. I found a mooring on the western side.
Because it's so secluded, it's far away from the paparazzi. The population here is zero, but it never used to be. You see, South Molle was one of the region's most popular islands, home to a resort, a backpackers, an area where people could go diving, exploring and sailing. But since it was decimated from Cyclone Debbie, that storm I reported on a few years back,
The rain?
it's been left in ruins, and to this day, it's abandoned.
We've just parked up here and up on some like rock faces here. John's just got the drone out.
According to the local government, the owner is China Capital Investment Group. It bought the lease for $24 million in 2016.
There is literally no one here. The whole place is abandoned. Quite an eerie, surreal, weird feeling.
And so it became obvious that with that view, the existing building, the rooms and dirty pool, we weren't going to find any A-list stars here. So it was back to the boat to come up with our next plan. The plan is to leave south and sail to Shore Island for dinner on the beach. But before we depart, I need to talk to you about tides. Because if you didn't already know, they can be pretty intense here in Australia. And we're about to go through one of the strongest we've ever witnessed, as millions of gallons surge in and out around these islands. Random fact, while most of the world experiences 1 metre tides, Canada holds the largest in the world at the Bay of Fundy with a range of 16 metres or 53 feet. In Australia, this is horizontal falls in Western Australia.
That's so scary. Holy There's my bar now. Yeah, I don't think you want to be doing that too many, Don. What do you reckon? Holy
On the map, horizontal falls is here. We're on the other side of the country here, so as you can see, where we are now, the currents can rip too.
Hang on. Still my jocks.
While our sails are up, they're not doing a thing,
That's bad. He's having a good time.
but we're making headway, and the engine is off.
4.8 knots. 4.9 knots. Can we crack 5? Come on. Look at that. 5 knots. 5.1. Doing 130% of the wind speed. That's America's Cup material right there, isn't it?
Okay.
Who's fastest to Mark 1?
Slight exaggeration.
The boats are so efficient and so powerful, they can do 4 times the speed of the wind. It's unbelievable.
And while John was interested in the physics, I was more interested in the photography.
You know how it gets squeezed? It's like a funnel. So we're right in the narrowest point. That's why the current's so high. Look at that, 6.4.
Wow, that's really pretty over there. Look at that. With the hill behind it.
Yeah, moving.
But dear John
That looks so sick.
never gives up on me.
We have 5 knots of current.
His dedication
5 knots.
eventually got me excited.
This sail is about to back and we're going 7 knots. That doesn't even make sense.
We might lose steering in a second.
What do you mean? How?
Our speed through the water is almost 0. We're doing 7 knots and we're doing 1.2 knots through the water.
No way.
flying.
How? It doesn't even feel like we are.
And John was right.
Doing 8 knots.
We eventually had to turn the engine on.
Oh, the current's just spinning us around. We don't have enough speed through the water to steer straight. Should really have the engine running anyway, but we've done a good job up until now.
But we saved on fuel. John and I have always been pretty conscious around spending. We've never really spoken to you about our finances and how we got into a position to even buy Tucana, but essentially we saved, we worked, we invested, and we never lived off of credit.
You'll come get me if I fall in, won't you? So glad that John and I have been able to do this together. We've been together for like 15, 16 years now. John has always been a saver and together we made sacrifices.
I left home at 17 and moved interstate with John.
Pursued our careers and it didn't come easy. We've done this all on our own.
Along the way, we moved around the country 6 times chasing job opportunities.
Avenue of investigation.
Along the way, we had to practice willpower.
We'd go to the shopping centre and, we'd be craving a juice. We'd look at each other and go, nah, we're not going to get the juice. We'll go home, we'll be home in half an hour, we'll drink water. This is when we were teenagers. It just goes to show that it all paid off. I guess it was luck that we met each other, hey?
If you have any questions that spring to mind, shoot both John and I your comments below and we'll answer as many as possible, including the ones with the most amount of likes over the next couple of episodes.
Anyway, let's enjoy some sailing.
Just before sunset, we ended up arriving on Shore Island, coming up with a genius idea for dinner.
What's the plan?
With Tucana anchored up, we're making roast potatoes on the beach. This will be our first time ever cooking on the sand.
I bet people are wondering why the heck I've got baby oil on board. Are you going to give me a massage on the beach? All right, stopping. Oh, sugar, that was so deep. My ass is wet. Literally, my bum is soaking. No, John is not dropping me off and leaving me behind. It's currently spring tides at the moment. The difference between the high and the low tides is huge. The tide tonight is going to go out another 2 meters. Because this sand is so soft, it's quite difficult to push the tender back into the water because the wheels just dig straight into the sand. So John is now just putting out the anchor so that we don't have to try and push it down the sand.
The soft sand made the perfect fire pit, a makeshift oven.
This is a little setup for today. It's got some potatoes cooking in the campfire.
With no one in sight, it was kind of liberating.
That is so not allowed. Oh my god.
Here you go. You missing something?
I actually was.
I forgot the sour cream. I put it in the freezer quickly. Where are you? There he is. This little guy.
As for John, well, he was enjoying the serenity. An alarm set to cook the potatoes perfectly.
Oh my gosh, they look so good.
Smells good, hey?
I'm trying to multitask here. Wow, they are done so perfectly. This was such a good idea.
Mozzies.
Oh wow, that butter's like melted. Cheese?
This one might not be saying. You won't put the cheese on straight away while it's hot. Carrot. Yeah, carrot.
Corn?
Oh, you can put a little on the side. Did you put heaps of salt and pepper on? And sour cream, big dollop on top. Yum! Where's the salt and pepper?
little cruskets.
Cheers. Whoa, it's really hot.
Wow. They look so good. Cheers, darling. And so we enjoyed the Serenity, minus the mozzies. You're probably wondering, what is she wearing? This is what I call my mosquito suit. Perfect when insect repellent isn't enough and the good old baby oil doesn't create a thick enough barrier to fend off the sandflies. And so in the harshest conditions, I make a fashion statement, aka the mosquito suit. And like John and I, we go way back.
Slight problem. Oh dear.
It's gonna be a long walk home. Coming up, we answer some of your burning questions.
Where are we going to sail to next? Is Tucana going to be our forever home?
So make sure you're subscribed and we'll see you next week.